But
And we are live. Raise his hand. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Welcome to the House Draft Podcast. We got the usual panel here, of course, without Thomas, like we said the last podcast. But I have myself, Dylan.
I'm here, as always, Mitchell.
Stat boy.
Stat Boy, aka Dylan, aka Raise His Hands. He has a lot of AKAs on him, but that's beside the point. It was a good welcome back to. I hate being on the bottom. Why am I on the bottom?
Mitch is for me.
I got you, bro. Did it fix it? No, here, let's do this.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freak
Nope.
out. I'm gonna freak out. Anyways, sorry, my OCD's flipping. That's beside the point. What a great weekend that we had. We had Watkins Glen for the first time in 2 years because last year with the shutdown with COVID and everything, we were unable to run there. And we started off the weekend with the Xfinity race. I know you didn't watch it, Mitch. Did you watch it at all? DCD?
Not that I remember.
I thought you remember. Okay.
I think I might have saw bits and parts here and there.
It was a really good race. I mean, there was literally 3 cars battling for the lead at all times. It was Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, or Ty Gibbs, just going back and forth. And the first stage, they gave it to Austin Cindric. Second stage ended up being AJ Allmendinger with a photo finish.
Yeah. Damn close.
With Ty Gibbs, because he got a really good run out of 7.
Yep.
Or 11. I forget what they call it at that point.
7.
Yeah, it's like 7-11. Like I remember it from like the old term days. That's why.
Right.
And then there was a long green flag run, and then for stage 3, there wasn't really many accidents besides Eric Jones lost the brakes going into turn 6. He drove it into the wall on purpose on the straightaway, so he wouldn't have to go straight into the wall.
Right.
So he protected himself. Of course, he felt sad for damaging a race car that is on a lower capacity, with money and stuff. But he knew that was the best, safest way for him to get out of the wreck.
Right.
Which safety is the number one most important thing in the sport, anyways. But going on into stage 3, there's a lot of good action throughout the field. There wasn't, honestly, the strategy wasn't really there, in my opinion. Like there were so many cautions that strategy didn't even happen.
Right.
But there weren't like big incidents, so that's why I can't remember most of it. I know Austin Cindric had to go to the back at some point. I don't know if he pit it and like half the field didn't, but he was in the back, so he finished like top 5. He finished like top 10, not even top 5. But it ended up coming down to 2 horses with Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger. And then there was a couple of late race cautions as well during this time. And Ty Gibbs just got the best of him, and he won another race, his 3rd win of the season out of 10 races. That is,
and he's racing this week as well.
Absolutely. And 2 road course wins. I mean, that's
says a lot.
It says a lot, and like being who he's raced against, right? Like,
Right.
like, I mean, Austin Cindric, hands down, probably one of the best road courses in Xfinity ever. And then you have AJ Allmendinger, one of the best NASCAR drivers to ever race, from a road course background. So,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, Ty Gibbs is something special, man. Like, I don't know what he's got, but
It really is. And going back, sorry to interrupt, Gibbs should have won the race back at Road America as well.
Yeah.
Road America. Or Mid-Ohio.
Mid-Ohio.
Yeah.
He was like dominating until the last.
Exactly. And then AJ just used him in the 22 up on that last restart, which is, last restart. But,
racing. Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, that could have possibly been another win on a road course as well for Gibbs. He's showing what he's got, man. And on top of that, he's also killing it in the actual series, he's racing for points right now.
Yeah.
So
him and Corey Hyman is going back and forth for the points lead, and that's
right.
Corey's got a lot of talent too. I can't wait for him to actually get to the truck series because he's been racing for KBM, right? For a couple races now.
I believe so. Yeah. He's done like a handful of KBM races.
And oh my gosh, I'm back to the top. Thank goodness. I don't know what just happened, but maybe happy.
I don't know. I literally blinked and it came back and it moved.
Anyway, go back to what I was saying. It's been really cool to see, just the young talent that we have moving forward.
Coming up, right? We continue to keep getting more and more incredible drivers coming into the sport, and it's setting up these next 10 to 20 years even more, and it's gonna be some good stuff we're getting into.
And Ty Gibbs, like, no offense, here, I'm gonna move my mic closer because that's pretty far away. But Ty Gibbs, honestly, he's probably the best prospect since Kyle Busch, maybe Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, but like he could be our next 7-time champion when he gets to the Cup Series.
He could. It seems like he has that raw ability to just go fast.
And I mean, it's definitely gonna have the equipment. I mean,
yeah, no doubt.
Like yes, okay. So there's a lot of Ty Gibbs haters because of his name, obviously, but
right.
I think now is where the point where like the equipment doesn't matter. Like he could be in any equipment. I think he can honestly still pull off at least a top 10.
Right.
So I don't know why people are like getting so like, oh, he just got it because of his last name. Like 3 wins in 10 races. Like that's a 30% win percentage. That's
right. That's incredible. And he ain't even racing for the series full time for points. So that's.
And if he was like.
Right.
He'd probably win the championship. Like, so I don't know. That's just. I mean, just imagine how many wins he would actually have if he raced full time, as of right now. Like,
I mean, even if he wasn't full time, I would assume that the races that he didn't win, he would run well in as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, he would be right up there along with Allmendinger and Cindric, I think, if not ahead of them.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. But congrats to Ty Gibbs and the 54 team. I think the 54 has won every road course.
Every race is run. I think it's won every race period they've run in it all year.
Well, no, they've had it driving all year. So like.
Oh well, yeah, because Gibbs hasn't won all of them. You're right. Never mind.
I'm trying to think. They've won every road course I know.
Yeah.
Since besides Mid Ohio, since
Yeah. They won Daytona. Yeah. So.
And then also, the 54 is on a winning streak because it had Kyle Busch win 2 in a row, then it had Christopher Bell win 2 weeks ago at.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
Bell did win in it.
And then now the Watkins Glen. So that's some crazy stuff, man. But anyways, going forward to Sunday. Sunday morning we had the 9 and the 20 penalized for their rear window deflector. The crew. Sorry.
Real quick, let's go back to trucks. We didn't talk about that at all.
Oh, I forgot trucks ran. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about them. My B. Go ahead. Talk about trucks.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't either. I forgot it. I know who won.
The only thing I know is Austin Hill won, yeah. And I think due to lightning, I believe.
Yes.
30-25 to go.
Yeah.
Lightning around the area.
I think it was a little less than that.
And due to Xfinity.
Because the Xfinity was running that later that day. That's why they just called the race.
Yeah.
Which that's crazy, but
I guess that's all we have to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that Austin Hill won, but that was it. So
yeah, that was all I know about
it. So moving forward back to Sunday, the 9 and the 20 penalized for a rear window deflector. It was both the same exact problem. The crew chief subjected $100,000 fine and then of course 10 points deducted to their regular season points standings. Um, so that obviously was Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell, and both of these guys will be big names going through the rest of the race because we got a lot to talk about actually. Um,
Yeah.
so start off the race, you had the Penske guys starting 1, 2, 3. Right away, Blaney started falling like a rock, literally from lap 1, and then there was about with 5 laps into the race, we saw a little tire smoke from the 2 as the leader, and then Joey Logano was second behind him, and then after he wheel hopped twice going into turn 1, um, I guess he adjusted his brake bias to the rear, and then as soon as he did that, in turn 6, he just completely spun the car out by himself,
Yeah.
which Brad had a lot of brake issues throughout the race. I mean, he literally wrecked himself twice, and then wrecked
3
himself
times.
again, and then collected the 22.
Well,
So
yeah,
yeah,
but
so like,
Payback.
do it.
Payback.
Oh yeah, payback. uh,
right.
and then the 12 wrecked himself going into the bus stop from Will Hoppin. So
Yep.
Penske had a
Yeah,
really
Pence. Yeah, they got the brakes really wrong for this race, and that's odd because I feel like a lot of the times with road courses and short tracks, the Penske guys can get in the corners so much deeper than everyone else.
yeah.
So I think maybe they just overdid it, maybe a little bit, trying to get too much. But
Well, they obviously had to try something against the 3 drivers that's been winning the
right,
road courses. So
right,
I would put Kyle Larson as the 3rd driver now. Which we'll get into that. But
right,
I think to beat the 9 and the 19, you have to drive. You got to try something. I think.
right,
So I obviously it didn't work. They should go back to wherever they were at.
right.
And then stage 1 ended with Joey winning the stage 1. And at this point, Chase got back to 8th for the stage 1. So from last all the way to 8th to finish stage 1. And then
And I think Bell made really good ground as well.
yeah, but exactly. He was 10th and then he pitted
Yeah,
before the stage. So
right.
but a lot of guys didn't pit. Only the Joe Gibbs drivers pitted before the stage break.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think well because of the competition caution at lap 10, a lot of drivers kind of like
Okay.
well, some drivers pitted. Chase was one of them that pitted during the competition caution, so he even fell back even further again, and then drove back through. And then they all pitted under the stage break. They didn't wait till because usually they don't. Usually they don't pit under the caution breaks. I don't understand what happened there, but
Right.
they pitted again, and then of course the people that did pit. Well, there's a few more than just the Joe Gibbs drivers because we also had Chase Briscoe in the lead, as well as. Wait, so 1 second. I thought he was doing something. And then we had Stenhouse, right? I think that was where they were. Yeah,
I don't know.
it was the leaders, something like that. But and so the 9 and the 11, all the people that pitted under that caution from the stage break, literally was like behind 20th position. So I don't know where we were.
Jeez.
I don't know what happened, but so a lot of people still hasn't even pitted yet. So like they were.
Right.
So there was like the people that never hasn't pitted, and then you had the Joe Gibbs drivers that have pitted, but before the stage break.
Right.
And well, going into the middle of the stage 2, about lap 30, Chase was trying to get through the whole field, but he flat spotted his tires, trying to pass his teammate, which that to me was, I feel like that was the biggest mistake. Why are you trying to push so hard around your teammate? That's
Right.
anyways. But so he had a pit unscheduled stop, but that also set him up for only a 1-stop race. So as well. So like this set him up to where no matter what, he can still make it on 1 stop like the rest of the guys as well. So that was still good. At least it wasn't like outside the window where he had to save or anything like
Right.
that.
Right.
So stage 2 ended. Chase finished 36 in stage 2. So he's back in the bag again, and then
Jeez.
Truex ended up winning that stage. And then stage 3 happened, and this was a green flag run from flag to flag right here. But this was the best. Okay, in my opinion, this was the best road course long run I've ever seen in my life. There was so much going on, so much action going through the field, and then talking about Christopher Bell, let's get away from like the stage winners of Chase. Christopher Bell got his way up to second at the end of stage 2, and then everyone was, and then it was a 3-horse battle in stage 3 where it was Larson, Bell, and Truex. Truex was the leader, Bell second, Larson third, and Larson looked faster than the Joe Gibbs drivers. He was just trying to find his way around, and he got a really good run off of turn 7 a lap before something happened, and Bell blocked him all the way to the inside wall, and then so he lost a lot of momentum. The same lap around again, out of turn 7, Larson got a good run, but not good enough for him to pass in the braking zone, but he tried anyways, and Larson legit just put his nose where he had a car leak, so it wasn't,
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. He was there realistically,
but he
but
wasn't.
he probably shouldn't have taken the run.
Yeah.
And Bell just didn't cut no slack. He said, "Well, I'm coming down."
Yeah. It all in all, it was a racing deal, but I do blame Larson more than I blame Bell. Okay. Actually, they're both at fault because I feel like Bell knew that he was on the inside now.
Yeah, I think Larson was there long enough to where he got word from the spotter, like confirmation anyway. So Bell could have stayed up if he wanted.
Yeah. But I think also Larson making that move was so early in stage 3. I feel like that was that was a tough one to swallow.
Right.
But while this is all going on, Chase has made it up to 10th position with about 30 to go. This is also, remind you, this is like 20 seconds behind the leader at this point. And then going under the pit stops, Larson and Truex pitted at the same time, but Larson got in there really good and actually side by side with Truex going into pit lane. And then that's what got him the lead because of a good pit stop. And so it was Larson first, Truex second, and then Chase Elliott fifth with a 15-second gap after he pitted. So it's 15 seconds from him to there with about 30 to go. Actually, no, it was about like 27 to go at that point. And so Chase had fresher tires because he just pitted.
Right.
And then dude was on the move. So with 20 to go, with 20 to go, he was 11 seconds behind Truex and Larson. And he was creating a 2 to 2 second faster lap time towards the leader.
That's crazy.
That is like that's unreal.
Cruising. That's cruising compared to everyone else.
And so I was watching back the video. The way he got through the bus stop, it looked like he doesn't brake. It looks like he just flat foots it through it. It's so smooth and so fast how he gets over the strips. So he got around Kyle Busch with about 20 to go as well. This is where he had his about 19 to go. He had his 10-second lead, or Larson had a 10-second lead, and then with 10 to go, he got to Truex that's a 5-second lead. So he was on time to catch Larson. It was just how fast could he get around Truex?
Right, and then other traffic as well.
Yeah. And Truex held him up for a lap and a half, which he has the right. So please.
Right, absolutely.
This is not me complaining at all, but this is Truex literally held him up for a lap and a half. He made him burn up his stuff because of the dirty air. And so then it got to 8 to go when he got around Truex, and he was still 5 seconds. And then Larson, of course, was kind of cruise sailing at that point. Chase did make up all the way up to 1.6 seconds behind Larson across the finish line. Yeah, Larson had to deal with a little bit of lap traffic, but
Crazy.
that's still unheard of.
Yeah.
So like there was a big decision. Like, okay, let's say if Chase finishes this off, right, and he actually comes back and wins the race. I think that would be the best comeback in NASCAR history. Like that
Yeah, probably, yeah.
because like right now it's probably Dale Earnhardt in 2000 at Talladega from 17th to first in 3 laps.
If not that, then it's probably Chase driving his car head on at Charlotte.
Yeah,
And then coming back and winning.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's funny. But still, like that's 15 seconds and 30 laps.
Right.
You okay? So let's just think about that. You're half a second faster every lap, average.
Yeah.
That's
a lot.
That's like
racing against you on NASCAR.
like that's unreal. Like, anyways, but
yeah, that's fast.
Congrats to Larson. A news throughout the week though. Larson did apologize under post-race interview to Christopher Bell for getting into him, but Christopher Bell has said that he is not going to answer the phone call from Kyle Larson, and he is going to remember that. So, I don't know how you can get upset when you kind of turned on his nose, but...
I mean, he was there. You know, you can't be that mad about it.
I know.
You really can't.
I mean, it's not... Okay, realistically, if Bell and Larson would have got around Truex, and I think if they would have fought, I think the 9 would have caught them both. So,
probably.
So, like, if that never happened, I don't think either one of them would have won. So,
right.
So, like, it was good that happened. Well, not for the 20, but it was good for the
Larson.
5.
Because he didn't have to sit there and battle with the 20 now.
No.
He's done.
Yeah. He was like, it's over with. But congrats to Larson, man. That's two road course wins this year. And honestly,
yeah,
man, he's not a road course guy either. Like,
he's really not. I mean, he's just proving to us once again that he just has that raw talent to just freaking drive, you know?
Man.
It reminds me so much of Tony Stewart. Like, I mean, he's fast.
No matter
anywhere you put him, he's fast.
He's so good, man. It's crazy to think that. Okay, so look at the top 5. I would say so. It was Larson, Chase second, Truex third, Kyle Busch and then Hamlin. Okay, in my opinion, that is probably the top 5 best drivers in NASCAR this year. Besides, Harvick would be there, just not his performance this year. But like
it's just I completely agree.
So like
they're the top 5.
So that is the top 5, and that just shows you that road course racing brings the best up to the top, right? So like a lot of people's been mad. Like there's a lot of road course racing. Honestly, the road course races have been really exciting to watch. Of course, I don't want too many. I think 5 is a good number. So,
I agree.
Because this 7, okay, like this back to back. I'm excited for Indy road course, but then again, I'm like, oh, it's another road course. Like you know, I'm like, okay, well,
right.
But at least there's unknowns on this one because the Cup hasn't been here, so
right.
I don't know. I'm excited for that, but that's all I had for this weekend. Overall, it was really good. It was a really good weekend for NASCAR.
Yeah, I'm super bummed that I missed everything.
Yeah,
sucks.
Yeah,
but I mean, you know, I can always recap and watch videos and watch stuff that NASCAR posts and everything else. But
and you can also rewatch the race on YouTube.
That too, yeah, that as well. But
I'm so glad that they're doing that now. By the way,
what
NASCAR is putting the whole race on YouTube, and like they've
been doing that.
Yeah, well, no, I know, but like, it's been great. Like it's like, just in case if I miss something, right? Like it's just like you can make it. But that's all I had for the weekend. What was your overall thoughts for the weekend, DCD?
Overall thoughts. I mean, Watkins is Watkins. We're gonna always have Chase up front most of the time. Christopher Bell, Truex. We're gonna have all those guys. We got a bunch of young guys coming in too who are great road racers.
I know this weekend's about to be
Yep.
stacked.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping they give Briscoe something to work with. He has a good opportunity. I also really think we're going to see Cindric up front for the Cup race, obviously the Xfinity race, but I think we're going to see Cindric up front this week.
Wasn't there something where he wasn't racing? Oh wait, that was last weekend. Said he could still be eligible. Never mind. I answered my own question.
All right, so that's all we have for this weekend. This past weekend, getting into news, we have two sad newses I want to get over with, so we can get into the good stuff. Unfortunately, this week, Bob Jenkins, is that how you say his last name? Jenkins?
Yes.
He passed away this week. He was a analyst for NASCAR and also motorsports in general for a very long time. He was great at what he did. I personally didn't listen to a lot of his stuff because that was before my time.
Right.
But listening to the MRN or the radio that he was with, I don't think it was MRN, so I don't want to say that. And then,
yeah, I think it was a different radio, but
and then listen him to commentate over a lot of newer things. I could just hear how great he was, right? Because he literally explained the picture, and that's what we miss is explaining the picture. So
right.
Yeah,
he was a really good announcer. Like you said as well, I personally didn't get to really grow up in his heyday, I guess. But I've seen countless and countless of old races and videos, and you hear him announcing. It's just one of them things. It almost reminds me of watching the old ones and you hearing Ken Squire, That's different. But yeah, it's sad that he passed. I also, to add on to that, it was the day I found out he passed away. I looked him up because I'm not going to lie, I didn't know who he was, by the face. I knew the name, but I never knew what he really looked like. So I looked him up and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember that. And I saw an article from 3 months ago that said it was an interview of him, and he said he was ready to interview the Indy 500. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
So he would have been, I said interview, announcing. He would have been announcing this week on something I said in the radio. But
that's, I wish, man. That's crazy.
Yep.
Sorry to hear that, and prayers and thoughts with your family, or with his family.
Absolutely. Right.
Another bad news for this weekend. So J.J. Yeley is going to fill in for Max Pappas, that was driving the number 17 car for, the 17 car for Xfinity for Rick Ware Racing. He tested positive for COVID-19, so he is ineligible to race this weekend.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and well,
It
was today.
Yesterday or something.
Oh, okay. So
recently, 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's all the big news we had this weekend. News or any type of racing development.
Right.
Other than that, we have we can talk about the new NASCAR game if we want for a little bit. It's right behind DCD. NASCAR 21 Ignition. This is the first console simulation NASCAR game, according to their article. So hopefully it is a simulation versus a video game.
Simulation between video game.
Do what?
Explain simulation between video game.
Okay, simulation is like a realistic version of what you can feel on a video screen.
Like iRacing.
Yeah, so yes, but for fans that don't even know that. So I'm trying to okay.
No, I know.
For instance, okay, your job, right? So there is like a simulation part if you work in a factory. There's also like a simulation things that they put together and that you get to watch or do over a screen, right? So you don't actually run the
Right.
parts in real life, right?
Right.
So there's that.
Yeah, you get a really good feel of what that is, whether like if it's like job related, what that task is, or
Yeah.
NASCAR related, what it's like to really race or drive a race car. You get a really good feel of that kind of through the TV. So, or computer monitor, whatever you're on. But
This and also today is the first day you can pre-order it on their website, only
Yep.
through Xbox One and Steam. I tried to do PS4, it would not let me. It's only through Xbox One and
I
Steam.
thought they said
Really?
PlayStation was going to start today, and the other two started yesterday.
No, I think it's the opposite. Like I think today starts the PC, Xbox. Tomorrow starts the PS4. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Either way, they also have a champions mode or edition that has Bill Elliott on its cover, and you get to race as the 9 Bill Elliott. There is that picture right there. Other than that, it's on Unreal Engine, so hopefully, which Unreal makes a lot of great games through their engine, so hopefully it's as great as it can be.
right,
I personally think this will be one of the best NASCAR games, especially for its
Installment.
first edition for its thing. So like, I'm excited. I think because R Factor 2, if you didn't know what that is, there's also a simulation game on PC. They are really good with the tire model that they have. The AI suck, but I think with motorsports games on the AI and like development that side, I think both of those games combined could have a really good solid game. I don't
right,
expect the best game ever, right? Like honestly, it could
right.
be, but I I know that it's not gonna be. It's literally the first. It's literally the first game on a bareback, like literally
Right.
nothing.
Right.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I mean, anytime a new game comes out regarding NASCAR, we all want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Especially the paint booth.
Yeah.
I've been dying to get a paint booth. I love making paint schemes, man. Can't wait to get back into that.
I hope it's not overhyped. I hope they're like. I really hope
know,
it's like
I know.
2015.
I mean, that's
Absolutely, because
it's pretty.
I hope so as well, where you can save multiple ones.
Yeah.
Not like how the Heat is, where you can make a paint scheme and you can leave it forever or change it and never have that one again. I mean, you could remake them, of course, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
It is what it is.
back like with the old 2015. What?
It's easier to save and have multiple than undo everything.
Exactly. Especially with the ones where you can save, you could put so much more time and effort into it, and then actually save it and keep it for however long you want, and have multiple different ones to run. Hopefully we get that option. If not, then I don't know. It's not going to be that great.
Well, good luck. Hopefully. Going from last week's race, the regular season championship battle got even closer. They're literally at a dead tie with Larson and Hamlin.
Yep.
Of course, Larson would get the tiebreaker because he has 5 wins. Hamlin has 0. That it's going to come down to the wire, literally, for them. I think
Hamlin will finish better this weekend. Larson will finish better in Michigan. And then it's going to come down to Daytona.
And that's going to be a crapshoot.
I mean, with how Denny is there, he's probably got the upper hand going into Daytona.
Yeah.
I would say stat-wise.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Larson has completely defied all of his previously known stats. So
yeah. But okay, so if a new winner from this year, Okay. If we get a repeat winner this week, Hamlin automatically locks himself into the playoffs. If we get a new winner, that hasn't won yet, he has, he still has to have another week of a repeat winner for him to lock himself in the playoffs, or unless wins the regular season championship. But
Right.
I think this week is gonna be the one he's got. So Michigan's he's got to circle. Like he's like,
Yeah.
either I gotta win or somebody that hasn't won or that has won wins.
Because
So
who knows who shows up this week? It could be a bunch of different guys.
my winner pick, y'all may be surprised, but I have a reason.
So,
I have a pick from the beginning of the season. I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to give an honorable mention of who I actually kind of want to win now.
Also, this weekend, it is a doubleheader weekend for IndyCar and NASCAR. This is awesome.
first ever.
First ever. I think this is exactly what we needed for motorsports because
And realistically, this is probably about 98% Penske's doing. Roger Penske, that is. And that is awesome. That is absolutely great. He is in the Hall of Fame already, right? Correct?
for both, yes.
Yes.
Yep. Well, yeah, but since he's already in, if he wasn't in, this would absolutely be something that would put someone in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. It's not only doing something good for the sport, it's doing something great for both sports.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's going to bring only positive attention to that, and I think we're going to get more of those situations out of it.
I honestly think this is great for motorsports as well, in general, because so IndyCar, F1, and NASCAR are okay. NASCAR is kind of flatlining right now with the views in America, but IndyCar and F1 is increasing their views in America. So this can only increase even more. I think if all three all the three biggest motorsports combined together, work as a team, I think that we can actually build one of the biggest sporting venues at COTA. So what I mean by that is I really think that we can have a triple header with the F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR at COTA eventually, in which that will be amazing. I think,
and then we can even also see trucks and Xfinity there.
Yeah,
and probably other little smaller series. You know, ARCA, K&N, freaking load them up, man.
We can see the EF1 series. What is? It's like the lower division for F1. I don't even know what it is. But,
okay.
I'll look it up.
I didn't know there was one. That's cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a whole freaking stack 2-week event even.
Yes, I would.
You know.
Okay, to me, that would be exactly what motorsports need, right? Because like if you think about football, you know, you have college, you have NFL, but what other sport has multiple types of sports in there, right?
Right.
Because like motorsports is the only sport that has multiple types of racing or games, you can call it, that can combine together. And you know what would be so crazy to see? Is like have like one driver, from the past championship of each year, like they go out and like they race each other on the track with their vehicles. Obviously, the F1's gonna win because it's faster, but like just to like, you know, that would be to promote it, you know. That'd be awesome to me, but I don't know.
We could see like a Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer style thing.
Oh my gosh!
Pace car.
Or like they rotate the seats, like so have a NASCAR drive an IndyCar, have an IndyCar drive a F1 car, and then the F1 driver drive the stock car.
That'd be interesting. Oh, especially in an actual race too.
Yeah, like to see like who can create the best
crazy
lap time. Yeah.
2-lap shootout.
Yeah, because we've seen that a couple times, not racing, but we've seen it a couple times where a NASCAR driver will go meet Indy driver and they'll go swap cars for the day or whatever, and just basically practice. But
in 2011, Stewart did that with Lewis Hamilton with the F1
Yeah.
car at
Yeah.
Watkins Glen.
Jimmy was the most recent one to swap.
And then I know Kurt Busch did it. It was like 04, 05, something like that.
Yeah.
And actually, I believe that was at Coda. I believe. A couple others, I think. Random ones.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Yep.
Where was that at?
That was in Japan, right?
I think so.
Looking.
But yeah, so I mean, we've seen that type of thing happen before, so it would be cool to add an extra layer to that and make them go run,
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have to start side by side, full on race. They can just, hey, you got 20 minutes, go run some laps or whatever, but also all be out there together,
The Ron International Circuit, wherever that is.
I believe that's Japan. I'm not even joking. So you know how
or bring all the SRX cars and throw them all on those.
Oh my god.
Make it really even.
That's what I'm talking about. Holy cow. Oh man. Anyways, going back to the doubleheader, this is great for the sport.
That would add a whole nother layer, man. Having 10 different racing series and then throw SRX and have them all race against each other, bro. That would be the ultimate racing sport American event right there.
Yeah. Literally, so it'd be all the last 10 drivers that won a championship the year before. So just imagine, right?
Perfect.
So let's say they did this year. So it'd be Chase, Lewis, was it Dixon that won the championship? I think so. Dixon, and then of course you had the Xfinity, which would be Cindric.
Crown Jewel winners in there too.
Oh my god,
Cindric.
Man,
Throw helium in there for winning the Indy 500.
Bro, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be awesome,
dude. I think that would be the most viewed event in a long time.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, that is not a bad idea. It would literally be like a music festival for racing. For real. Hit us up, man. All of y'all. But
so it'd be like Cars 2, legit. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
And then we have Dale Jr. as Toe Mater, and he's on a mission, right? I'm not even joking.
The thing is, though, I think they need to.
Alive and he has to save him.
I think they should incorporate the All-Star type of thing now, and every single year it be a different track. So one year it's a freaking F1 track. Next year they go to Texas. The next year they go wherever, or whatever.
Oh, I'm down for that.
That would be insane. That'd be perfect.
That'd be okay. All right, All right, whoever's watching, someone go give me Tony's manager right now.
Right, we need Stewart on the phone because we have a $1 million idea, $1 trillion idea.
And if he don't like it, we'll go to Ray. I don't even care.
Right, Ray will build the cars. We know he will.
Ray will be like, racing? Okay.
I'm in.
All right. Anyways, go back to
wow.
Where were we even at?
I couldn't tell you.
All right. So I literally said every.
What did that say?
What does that say?
What did it, I don't even know what it popped up on.
At Haley Deegan, set it up. It's literally. Anyways. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
She's not a champion, sir.
All right. Well, so that is all the news that we had this week for you. Sorry, it was kind of lame, but we did talk about a really good thing. I would like to talk about something that did happen over this weekend. So the Cup race was only 2 hours and 11 minutes long from start to finish. That was one of the shortest races of the year. So there's a lot of things going on over the NASCAR community and NASCAR YouTubers as well. aka the Iceberg, did a video on it this week actually, and that's where honestly I got most of my notes from because I kind of agreed with a lot of his points that he had.
Mhm.
So, shorter races, I'm in favor of, except for the crown jewels. Okay, so what I mean by that is shorter races besides Daytona 500, both the Talladega races, because I don't think we need shorter races for that.
I agree. Those are already perfect. I think.
Um, Bristol night race doesn't need to be shorter. Now the
No,
Bristol spring race without the dirt needs to be only 300 laps. That's my opinion. Um, but
I don't know.
um,
I'd probably say like 350. Well,
Well, we know
I mean the
Dixon's
laps are
not for at
quick
least
there.
another
It don't
year.
matter. 50 to 100 laps really ain't that big of a difference at
yeah.
Bristol. So yeah, 3 would be fine. Yeah.
So sorry. So Daytona. Okay, Daytona Coke 600, Southern 500, both the Talladega races, the Bristol night race. Everything else, it could go shorter, right? So like,
I agree. And we've talked about this a couple times now on the podcast,
yeah, I know.
ironically,
Yeah,
but I think it's needed.
yeah.
It's time.
These
I mean,
these are some of the stats that I wrote down from the video. 3 drivers that are in favor and that have talked about shorter races and how they think it would be great for the sport. Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, and Denny Hamlin have all said that shorter races would be great. This can also help with less rain delays because you would have a shorter time span to getting in the
right.
the event or whatever. It can also have more time for double headers on Sundays, as in like you can have the truck. What's it? What?
What?
Sorry. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, such as videos with extreme buffer. Okay. Sorry, there could be a lot of problems. The picks will happen soon. Just after we get through what we have to talk about right here, then we'll start our picks. For the Cody. And then sorry, I had an error message on our live stream. That's why I was like, oh wait.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I guess we're good. We're good. We must be good. So, and then also it helps with spending and costs, right? Like you won't have to buy as many tires, you won't have to buy as much fuel. There'll be a less chance for you to get into an accident, or
It's cooler. Less chance that you're in a hot ass car.
Yep.
Which is the point that I made. I think I don't know, a week or 2 ago. But
Yep, you made that literally last 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So I mean, there's a whole lot of benefits to it. There's not honestly really many negatives at all because, like you said, you don't have to do it to all of them. Especially the crown jewels, they need to stay the same, and select races here and there. But other than that, they can be shorter. I think that'd be great. The only question I have for that is, would they also make Xfinity races shorter or just leave them? And not that Xfinity races are long, but I feel like the reason there's such a big difference between Xfinity and Cup is because Cup is longer. So it's more endurance, more this and that. That's where the quote-unquote big boys play because it's a higher prestige to succeed, I guess. But so would they also shorten that as well? Obviously, that would be less of a gap, but just to create the distance and make it still a big distance, quote unquote, between Xfinity and Cup, or let them stay 50 miles apart, which is still a good amount. I don't necessarily think that even matters, really,
I back in the day, I think it mattered because endurance racing was NASCAR, I think now we got into a new age of where endurance really isn't. I mean, the cars can make it, right? Like literally,
right. Yeah, the equipment of all the cars, even the Rick Ware cars, 9 times out of 10,
yeah,
the equipment level is just so much higher than what it was back then. Realistically, I mean, obviously they were slower back in the day, but I mean, shit, a Rick Ware car in 2021 would probably outrun a DEI car in 2000. You know, and it's just simple technology and so on. But I don't know. Interesting.
I honestly don't know about Xfinity. You know, that brings out a good point. I think Xfinity's time on the race is honestly perfect.
I agree. I really like the length of the Xfinity races.
So,
and not time wise, but race wise.
Yeah, well, like
both, but
so I think that's the problem with our fans trying to become new fans, right? Because they have to ruin their Sunday. No offense, right? Like you literally have to ruin your Sunday to watch the whole NASCAR race. It's just simple as that.
Yep.
And that's why that's why I don't think that we're gaining fans, is because of how long our races are, how long of our sporting events.
I agree, because I mean, like you said, you know, you ruin your day on a Sunday, no doubt. Versus compared to, say, football, I mean, one single sporting channel will have 3 to 4 different football games on throughout the day. Of course, if you watch them all, then you're still ruining your Sunday.
Right.
But you get more out of ruining your Sunday, not just you're planning your whole day around this 3 to 4 hour gap. You know, that might come depending on what the weather is.
What'd you say, DCD? Sorry.
That's why you play fantasy, so you're more into it and you don't realize you're on Sunday.
That's true.
I mean, personally, for me, and I'm sure you guys as well, we're so far into NASCAR, it's not ruining it. That's what makes our Sundays. But
hey, honestly, what ruins my Sunday is if I have plans.
Absolutely. No, absolutely, bro.
Like, I know Kylie's listening to this, and I don't care. Like, and I mean,
my Sundays were so boring over these past 2 weeks, not counting last week, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we're so invested at this point. Sundays that's what makes our Sunday.
Yes, that is NASCAR day.
If I can't watch TV, I'm
for real. Exactly. And if I can't watch it on that, then I'm watching or listening to the radio through the app, and then watching the in-car cams. No, but for the newer fan though, they would rather have something shorter to keep them more inclined to stay in tune for a shorter amount of time. Because especially with the stage racing, I know I've heard a lot of new fans say they don't understand it. It's like 3 races within a race, which it is. It's 3 races within a race. It's hard to follow if you don't know what the hell's going on. Correct. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, not that shorter races would help the stage racing confusion, but
I think it would eliminate.
It would actually probably eliminate it. I agree. I think if it became stage racing, it'd just be a half. Oh, this is halfway point, you know, and it'd only be like first place gets a bonus. You know what I mean? And that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably what it would go to, which would be cool in a different way. That'd be more rewarding to being the leader. Well, I don't know though, because then a lot of strategy would play around the midway point. But if you play a lot of strategy to keep yourself in the front midway point, that might not work out for the second half, depending on the way cautions fall. So that would create a lot of strategy.
I know. I like it. I like what you're thinking.
I do too.
Hey,
but
Steve Phelps, you hear this guy?
Look, man, we got all kinds of ideas today.
Oh my gosh! Give me his manager right now.
What's the NASCAR number?
What?
NASCAR hotline. Submit your ideas.
1-800.
1-800-630-0535.
Call it right now.
Sure. What if it's like, yo, this is Steve. What you need, bro?
Oh, he's actually calling. Oh, this is funny.
Ew.
10 to what?
1:30.
Damn, man. They don't leave that window open long.
Shoot. No wonder they never listen to the fans. Do you hear that? 10 to 1:30. Like I started my
That's one race.
Uh, Barely.
dude. Somehow they have a lunch break in there. Just think about it.
Right. Right. That's what that 30-minute gap is for.
That's what commercials are for.
Oh my gosh. And literally be like, NASCAR, sponsored by.
Sunoco. Racing fuel.
It'd be like, Geico, the official insurance of NASCAR. Bush, the official beer of NASCAR. Coca-Cola.
Over and over and over.
Just like, that's all it says. Like, that's it. You can actually submit your request via email. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I'm so glad that was. I can't believe they actually have a number. Like, I'm going to call it tomorrow. I'm not even joking. It said 10 a.m. to 1:30.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in Tennessee by then. Anyways, besides the point.
My lunch is 12 to 2.
Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm going to Gatlinburg.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want to watch this race because I don't even know if I'll be at.
Well, what were we talking about?
We were just done with our debate, in which we all agreed on that shorter race is better.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's right. So before we get into picks, I want to go back real quick to trucks. John Hunter clinched the regular season championship at the end of Watkins Glen.
Cool.
So he is the regular season champion. That's incredible.
Surprised.
I'm not either. He's absolutely, I wouldn't say dominated the season, but he's by far the biggest standout driver of this year. So,
Honestly,
and I mean, he deserved it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember any other wins besides Ben Rhodes winning 2 in a row right back to back at the beginning of the season. Like
For real.
like literally all I remember is him winning everything else. I'm being honest.
So you got
Austin Hill at Knoxville.
Ben Rhodes, Austin Hill in Knoxville, Austin Hill this week.
Kyle
Yeah,
Busch.
John Hunter, Kyle Busch.
That's it. Oh no, the one guy, Sheldon Creed at Darlington.
The one guy.
I was
Yeah,
gonna-
he had a good truck that year or that day.
I was
Previous
literally gonna
champion
say-
without a sponsor.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, without the
Previous
sponsor.
champion without a sponsor.
Yeah,
In the melee of Darlington.
I remember because I was like, because if he would have actually had,
Camping World.
Caper World, he would have won $100,000 that race.
Yep. I think that was the first race they did that, wasn't it? Where there was like
Yeah.
8 Camping World trucks out there.
Yeah, and then of course
Yeah, his was
Sebastian
white,
shot over
I think.
Twitter.
Stupid. So stupid. That was a missed opportunity, man. Any money is good money.
Anyways,
Yeah, I guess we can get into picks.
I'm down to getting the picks. Since we do have IndyCar, do y'all want to say a race winner for IndyCar?
Oh wait, I gotta hang on. I didn't know you were doing that. I gotta look at drivers. I only know one or a couple.
Is Elio running? Castro Neves? I assume he is.
No. He doesn't
No?
run all the time. No. He's retired. He only
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. He only ran like the Indy 500 as like a one-off thing. That's cool that he won. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. No. Someone want to read it to me? Some on my phone today. So.
I know you're not gonna pick Jimmy Johnson.
That dude's gonna fish. How many are in an IndyCar race?
Usually about 26.
Yeah, he's gonna finish like 22nd.
That's
I'll give him top 10. I think he's gonna get a top 10.
It keeps cutting out.
At the road course, though, I don't think so.
It keeps cutting out.
13.
That's fair. I'm gonna go with 22nd. So read me the list, stat boy.
Drivers. All right.
Yeah.
Is it better now, Cody?
Alex Palou, Scott Dixon, Pato
Solid.
O'Ward, Joseph Newgarden, Marcus Ericsson, Graham Rowell,
Rahal.
Simon Pagnot, or however you say it.
Pagano.
That is not how that is spelled.
He said Pognog.
Colton Herta, Renus VK.
Weenus?
Renus.
Oh, Renus. That's dope.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Takama Sato. The best name in motorsports. Will Power.
He really is, bro. He's a legend.
Alexander Rossi.
He's
Scott
solid.
McLaughlin, Jack Harvey. Ryan Hunter Ray.
Solid.
James Hinchcliffe. Roman Grosjean. Connor Daly.
He's good.
Sebastian.
As I said, the name sounds familiar.
Sebastian.
He runs
Bourgois,
Xfinity sometimes.
Okay.
Ed Jones. Santino Ferrucci.
Did you say Colton Herta yet?
Yeah.
That's my
Helio
boy.
Castronovis.
Elio is running? Elio?
It's because it's probably Indy. That's probably why he's running.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Felix
You're like, nah.
Rosenquist. However you say that. Dalton Kellett. Ed Carpenter. Max Chilton.
Solid. That's a family racer.
Tony Cannon. Jimmy Johnson. Juan Pablo.
Tony Kanaan, bro.
Uh,
Cannon?
Bro.
He was in SRX, bro. You should know this. Tony Cannon?
Dude, low key, Jimmy Johnson. Okay. That man is a good looking old man.
That's not.
Juan Pablo.
Well, Pablo Lee looks like he's been on drugs for 50 years.
He looks like he crashes
Alright,
in the trucks
that's
for a
enough.
living.
How many people are there? There's 42 people on this list. I'm not reading that.
42?
Well, that might be before qualifying.
Oh.
Before qualifying. Jimmy's not even going to make it.
Alright, make your picks.
I'm going to go with Joseph Newgarden for my winner pick.
I'm going Will Power.
Oh, okay. I got Colton Herta. He's 21 years old. He's a rookie. He's fast. He's good. He really is.
Okay. That's good.
Anyways, that was just like a one-off thing since, that was our first doubleheader with the Indy.
Yeah.
Going later on that day, Xfinity will be racing at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time for NBCSN. I really don't know the name of the thing, but
Do they have lights around the road course? Do they?
yeah,
Oh, they do.
I don't think they do. They probably don't.
They better hope they don't get delayed.
Cody's IndyCar pick is Joseph Newgarden. He loses.
Yeah.
He
We got this, Cody.
Okay. Is that your win pick for Xfinity, or is that like your suck pick? Because we do suck first.
Yeah, suck, then good run, then win.
Yeah. So who's gonna suck this weekend in Xfinity? Anybody got it?
I thought you were asking him.
Oh, it's okay. I can go first if you want.
Sorry, I was writing a note.
Okay. I got you. I can go first real quick. I have Austin Cindric sucking this weekend because I think he's going to wreck himself.
I got Justin Haley.
That's actually a really good pick because, like, that was good.
My suck pick for Xfinity is Justin Allgaier.
Wow. That's it.
Wow.
Cody, do you have a suck pick or are you just not doing that.
He's sucking.
Anyways, I guess we'll go to good run real quick. Oh,
He agrees with me.
he does agree with you. That's funny. Justin Haley is his suck pick. Good run this weekend. I actually have Riley Herbst. Oh, we didn't do Thomas's stuff.
We
Sorry.
can do it later. He can go last.
Anyways, I have Riley Herbst. I know he has the same. That's why I remember that. And the reason why I have Riley Herbst is because he is actually a pretty decent road course racer. He averages top 10 usually. And I think he can actually maybe pull up an upset. I mean, who knows?
An upset? I don't know.
I got Michael Net.
I mean, following the fact that Chase Briscoe won there last year in the car. I mean,
I know. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to be
I
nice
know.
to the guy.
What was your pick, D-City? I'm sorry.
Michael Net, 30 points above the playoff line. Last spot is going to be him and Riley Herbst for the season, basically.
It's interesting. My good run, I'm going to go with Noah Gregson. I believe he finished 4th or 5th last year in the race. Something like that. I don't know. Up in there. So, and I mean, he's been a decent road racer throughout his career, so I think he's going to have a good run.
Wow. Cody picked the exact same person as well. Noah Gregson for his good run.
We're 2 for 2, Cody.
I know.
2 for 2.
He may be 3 for 3. But by the way, Thomas's bad run was Ryan Sieg. Good run, like I said, was Riley Herbst. For Xfinity winner, I have the one and only Ty Gibbs. I think he's gonna do it again. I don't know. I just have this weird feeling. So that's my pick. So what I think is gonna happen, I think Cindric is gonna try to catch him or try to like run him down after like he had like something happen on pit road. I think he's just gonna spin himself out and finish really poorly. But Ty Gibbs is my win. For Thomas, his win pick is AJ Allmendinger.
I'm going to have Daniel Hemrick gets it done.
Ooh,
Hemrick.
that's good.
I love picking Hemrick, but he's disappointed me every time I picked him.
Every week he's been disappointing. He hasn't won.
Right.
We've learned you're not good at picking.
My win pick, I really took into consideration of the track. It's a real technical track, nothing against Gibbs because he's great at road courses,
Absolutely.
but it's a real technical track, and I think that's going to fall into AJ's hands. He obviously ran well last year there, and I think Cindric and Gibbs will as well. But I don't know. I think they're going to hit on something right and get another road course win for the season.
Awesome. And Cody's win pick is Austin Cindric.
Yeah.
I know. So going to our Cup race, it'll be on, I believe it's actually on NBC this week. But let me double check. It is?
It is, yes.
Okay, good. So so on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, yes. We have a 1 p.m. start time.
1 p.m.
Watch it rain.
What? Sorry.
I'll be at work.
It is going to be on NBC, the regular channel. So hopefully we get a lot of viewership there because of that. I think we'll average probably about 3.2 mil this week. So going back to our suck pick. I'll go first again since I usually go last. So this will change it up a little bit. Harvick sucking this weekend.
Funny.
I do. I just no.
I mean, I could see it because I even debated it myself. This is either going to be decent. We're going to see something like what he did last week, which was solid.
Yeah.
Or he's going to be in the high 20s.
Like Road America. Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my suck pick. I'll go say Thomas's real quick while I was crap. Oh, there. Bad run, he calls it. Bubba Wallace. Yeah, he's never been good at road courses.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have Joey Logano sucking.
Joey Logano. Ooh.
I got you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Chase Elliott. That's my sub pick. The only reason I say that, I think he's gonna be fast, but he's never been there. I think it's gonna be a lot of pressure, not only for being a new track, but clearly, as we saw at Watkins Glen, he's trying too hard, man.
Yeah.
I think Larson is really threatening Chase's top spot at Hendrick right now, and I don't think Chase really likes it, low key. So I think he's going to try hard again this week, and he's going to get himself into some trouble.
So it's funny as you say that because as soon as I said my spec pick, Cody said his, and his was Chase Elliott. So that
Hey, we're back to it, Cody.
we're back to it.
3 for 4. 3 for 4.
Going off, who needs a good run? I'm actually going with the other bubble playoff driver, Reddick. I think he needs a good solid run to be his teammate. If there's no new winner, he will go to a points battle between him and Austin Dillon, which is only 15 points separating them two.
That could be as close as the playoff points.
Yeah.
Season points. You know what I mean?
So I have who needs a good run is Tyler Reddick.
It's Thomas.
I believe it's Austin Dillon. So, yeah.
I'll follow that up with Austin Dillon.
Awesome.
My good run this week is Matty D. I know he's still on the outside looking in. He's got to make something happen, man. He's not accomplishing what he needs to.
Are you legit reading his comments?
No, I swear to God, I'm not, bro.
Swear
to God, I'm
right
not.
before you said anything, he goes, "Who needs a good
I
run?"
haven't
Matty
even
D.
moved my hands.
That is hilarious. He
That's
literally
crazy.
spelled the Benedetto right. Like that's impressive.
I just put Matt D. But
Huh?
Clipboard.
look, it's on my notes, man. This is what I was writing earlier. I was writing my picks.
You have such big handwriting. I have such tiny.
Well, whenever I write notes like for this, I don't give a fuck. Like if I was writing notes for something more important, I would like actually try. But
Okay. Who's gonna
that's
win
crazy.
for the Verizon 200?
The race?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the title of the sponsor. I can't even think of it.
Yeah.
I have a new driver winning this weekend, and it's going to be Ross Chastain. And so here's why. Here's why. He has finished top 10 in every road course we've had this season.
It's been fast.
He was also in the battle, just a second behind because of pit strategy. He was also behind that 4-car battle at the end of the Indy road course in Xfinity last year.
Yep.
And honestly,
he ended up kind of being a part of it as well because of all the beating and banging between the top three. Him and Gregson were right there in case more stuff happened. But
exactly, and I just think, I don't know. I just have this weird feeling about Ross Chastain because like you have to be aggressive here, and I really just think that it's gonna be
it suits him absolutely.
I think it should be his turn.
Also, to add on to that, he also won the Xfinity pole for Coda.
Is Chase Briscoe gets his first career win as well, according to him. So hopefully I'm right and he's wrong.
My winner is going to be Chase Elliott. I picked it before the season. Honorable mention, Matty D, though.
Okay, so you're picking William Clyde?
Yes, William Clyde.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
My win pick.
Go ahead. I literally thought I thought no one was gonna pick him this week because I knew I wasn't.
Season. I'm not changing my pick.
My win pick this week, I said he was going to win this race as soon as I found out about the Indy road course. Going with Chase Briscoe. He obviously got the Xfinity win there last year in the Xfinity, obviously.
For real? Is that
Yeah.
how you win an Xfinity race? In Xfinity?
Yeah. You do that in the Xfinity series.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
how
good.
that's how you get it done.
Man, he's damn good. No wonder he's in the Cup car. Shit.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's because he won in Xfinity.
See,
No, but he's obviously been a road racer. He's obviously in his rookie year in Cup, so it hasn't been great. But I think as the season, as well as the road course races specifically have gone on this season, he's improved dramatically. And I think this is the place he's going to get a win and really shake up these playoffs big time.
hey Mitch, look at this. It'll focus. You see who he picked?
I can't read it. It's all blurry.
I know. Right there, you can see that. Get close.
Something, yeah, to Chase Briscoe. So I guess he picked Chase Briscoe.
He picked Chase Briscoe.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, you two literally had pretty good.
Dead on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Holy cow.
That's funny. That's actually super funny. Also, I do want to go back and talk about Chase Briscoe.
Six out of 7, including IndyCar.
That's crazy.
And swear to God, I wasn't reading. I mean,
I know.
My hands have been down the whole time.
It just looks so funny because, right before you would talk, he would say, and it'd pop up, and I'll be like, it's so funny. Anyways, but I do want to talk about Chase Briscoe for a second, though. He has 3 top 10s this year, and it's all came on the road courses.
Yep.
Okay, besides the Daytona road course, he has really shown how good he is at road course racing. Daytona road course, I think it surprised him for being the second race with that vehicle. I think it just he just didn't know what to do.
Right.
But
really his first race in that car.
Yeah, because
Daytona's Daytona, but so
I think he is going to be a contender for sure, though. I don't know where, but I do think that we're going to see a new driver win this weekend. I do believe that.
I agree. Even if it's not Chase Briscoe, I think the odds are high. Really.
Yeah.
There's
there's
a lot of spots on this track to wreck someone, whether you mean to or not.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a lot of it.
I mean, we could even see Austin Cindric pull off, a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I mean,
when's the last time we seen that? Justin Haley.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, a real race that without any weather.
Right. Brad.
Yep.
That's
Brad Keselowski won this race. I miss Larry Mag. I love that
guy. Going back to IndyCar real quick, this is actually makes the second time that we've done Indy picks. We also did for the Indy 500.
Yep.
And to remind you, I got that pick right as well. So I think my Indy pick is going to be a good one.
Hey, next year I do think that we should count points on our picks.
Absolutely. I thought about that like our 8th podcast, and I was like, it's kind of late now. But
that's what these are.
What's that?
I have them written down. It's the schedule. I printed it out, wrote my picks, and I write down the winner.
Well, no.
No, he meant points. Like if I get the pick right, I get a point or 2 points or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's what that is.
But for yourself. For yourself, though.
Hey, at least he's right.
I mean, yeah.
But I
agree though. That'd be fun.
I do just because. Now suck and good run. I feel like we shouldn't count those because.
No, just win. Yeah.
Because if.
maybe we could do half points.
Well, you could do if you say the guy sucks and he ends up winning, you get -2. No matter.
Ooh, let me did. Ooh.
Dude, it looks Mitch that means this week you get -2.
You're funny.
I'm just kidding. I actually don't think he's gonna win this week. I really don't.
Who, Briscoe?
Pick him.
Or Elliott?
Elliott, yeah.
I don't think he is either, but I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing.
Honestly,
I wanted to go with Larson, but
I actually think he's gonna suck. Like, I actually
I
think
don't
they
know.
struggle.
Good.
Yeah, Cody, you would also get negative too. Cody, you need to get like all your friends, not like Hennessy. I don't want the Hennessy League in here, but like all your actual friends to watch this.
Cody doesn't have actual friends.
Anyone.
Like I'm talking about like the people you race with daily, not like Hennessy. Because Hennessy, they don't really like me. But that's beside the point. Honestly, I'm cool to keep talking as long as you. Actually, no, I'm not. We're gonna end the stream because my internet is being absolute dog water with this thunderstorm that's going on.
Dog water.
Yes, you heard
Dog
that.
water.
Yes, you heard that.
Okay.
Anyways, also,
Would be looking like the Japan bus driver, bitch.
Bro, he was whipping it. That was great.
Do you have anything to say before I do the outro?
Good job,
Alex
Cody.
Bowman's
You
better
made
than
good
Chase
picks
Elliott.
this week.
That's pretty funny. What'd you say, DCD?
Alex Bowman's better than Chase Elliott.
All right. So, anyways,
That's Chicagoland.
That's it.
Chase Elliott's not going to miss 2 tracks off the schedule.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we got a couple due.
Well, we do have honestly his 10 best races coming up after the playoffs start. So, that 9 team is like the 48 team when it comes to playoff time.
Cheating Chevys.
Cheating Chevys. That's all I got.
I'm hoping Harvick just points his way in and then goes full on Stewart mode.
I would say Newman. I want to see Newman mode. Really, I do.
Newman mode.
Yes.
What, be a lap down at every race and somehow still make enough points?
Yes, I would love to see that again. I don't know why. I just do. I want to see that so bad.